Hey everyone, welcome back to your PHP series. I'm currently using a new screen recorder, so give me some time to get used to it. Hopefully everything's working alright, and if not, I'll be sure to fix it for the next video. And if it's really bad, then I'll just re-record it. Alright, so far we have, we're going to pick off right where we stopped. So let me open our web page. So this is what we have. Right, I will shrink down our notepad so we can look at both of these at the same time. So yeah, it's kind of small, but this should work. We can pretty much see everything. So on our index page, this is what we have. We have the include of the header and the include of the footer. And this is what we actually get on our, whoops, I didn't mean to save it. Okay, whatever. This is what we have on our website. Alright, so now we can actually create a new page for a form, which is what we're going to do now. So what we want to do is open a new page, file, save as, and we can just name this form dot, it's going to be a PHP file. And the reason for this is we're actually going to include the header and the footer. So I'm just going to copy the format of the index.php, and then I'm going to change the title to newsletter sign up. So that's our little theme here where we can refresh or go to this page by /form.php. And actually, I think it would actually make more sense to save this as newsletter.php. So we just renamed it and we can go to that page, newsletter.php. So this is what we have on our website. Alright, so what we can do is we can erase this content and we will put new content here instead. So if we refresh, we will probably have nothing. There we go. And what we want to do is we want to have a form, and then we can end the form. And then we're going fancy, so we're going to make a field set, and we're going to end the field set. And then within the field set, we're going to make a legend, and we're going to end the legend. And if you don't really know what's going on, don't worry, just copy what I'm typing in. It's not, I think people worry like way too much about the forms. Honestly, if you don't know how to do it, you can literally look up a test form. I just typed test. So what we want to do is for the action, we want to send it to handle.php. That's going to handle our form, and then we want a method of post. So here's our form start, and then we can drop down our form here. So this is what it looks like. Enter your information below, bro. And then we can update our page and see what we have. This is what it's going to look like so far. Now, from here, what we want to do is bring down the field set. Everything within our field, basically everything within our form is going to go within the field set. Oh, what the heck is that? Go away. Alright, and then what we're going to do, alright, so we're going to add our inputs. So what we do for this is we just create a label, and then we end this label, we end this paragraph too. So every time we open it, we just close it before we do anything. And we're going to make a name, and then we're going to have an input type equals text, name equals name. And then what we're going to do is just copy and paste this. So now we can just change whatever this is. So we can make it email. Input type equals text, name equals email. Refresh the page. This is what we have so far. Pretty awesome. Then what we want to do is we want to add a radio button. So we're going to make a paragraph, and that paragraph within here we have to make a label for, and this is going to, you're going to be able to put your sex into here like this, and then we say sex. Now from here we will end the label. So basically this the radio button will have, wait, I'm spelling label wrong. The radio button will have two options, so we need to connect this label to sex, which will be the name of the actual radio buttons. So what we do now is we can have an input type equals radio, and then we say name equals sex. So that connects the label to the name. And then we'll give it a value, and we will put rarely. And then we can say rarely to show up as HTML. So this is what we have so far, sex rarely. And then what we need to do is we need to create another input type, radio, name, has the same name because it's in a group with the sex, so value equals never. Alright, so now basically this is what we have. The reason they have the same name is because they're grouped. If they had different names, you could check separately. So for example, if I change this one to that, refresh the page, well, now they're in separate groups, so it doesn't work out right. And by the way, if you want to be able to check more than one, this is not the proper way to do it. You will want to use check boxes rather than radio buttons. Radio buttons are designed to only be able to check one. Alright, so then we end the field set, which will end this little box. And then outside of the field set, what we can do is create a submit button. So create a paragraph, close the paragraph. And then what we want to do within the paragraph is make an input type, and the type will be submit, name will be submit, and the value, that's what will actually show up on it. That's what we'll put it, and then we'll just self-close the tag. And I haven't been properly, the reason some of these will have closing tags like this, that's just for HTML standards. It doesn't really matter, honestly. So this is what we have so far, and what I want to do is I want to center this button. So what we do within this paragraph, we can put align equals center, and then save it. Refresh it. Now this is what we have. It looks pretty awesome, to be honest. So this will be our form, and it's pretty good. Another thing, actually that's all I want to do.